At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your four-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Whether you're heading to a high school, college, or professional football game, Johnny's has all your tailgating go-tos. Delicious wings, meatballs, shrimp, burgers, and dogs. Plus, Johnny's has everything you need to serve it all up. Party trays, utensils, plates, cups, and more. Stop by either of our two great locations, 1456 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, and Route 11 South in Chambersburg.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
the Berkeley County Health Department, Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, The Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, CMA Honda, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Smallwood and Small Insurance, and WVU Medicine, Berkeley Medical Center, and Jefferson Medical Center.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Martinsburg High School as we get you set for Martinsburg and Musselman. Nick Verzolini alongside me is Spencer Dupuis. The Martinsburg Bulldogs enter this contest with a record of 7-10, while the Musselman Applemen come in at 10-6, 11-6.
11-6. Found that out today.
On the season. It's the Johnny's Express tip-off show. Johnny's has all of your game day food and drink needs. If you need a way to serve it all up, they got you covered. That's Johnny's Express, located at 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. And Spencer, last time we saw these two teams play, it came down to the final shot, and it was a great ball game, as it usually is.
That was also, that feels like forever ago.
Yeah, it was a long time. Musselman coming in on a 4-game win streak tonight. The Bulldogs coming off of a loss last night to Jefferson, which was an improvement from the last time they played Jefferson, Spencer, but still not a great game, especially that third quarter, allowing the Cougars to pull away. But, it's a team playing better basketball as of late, and Musselman playing really good basketball, so we expect another close one tonight.
Yeah, it definitely was. And, when you look at last night's game, you see the improvement from game 1 to game 2 for Martinsburg against Jefferson. And you see just the ability to get more shooters involved and more players that you would think, based upon, where they have put themselves early in the season, playing to where they want to be at this point in time. Took a tough loss last night to Jefferson, but Jefferson ranked #1 in the AP poll in the state of West Virginia. But you mentioned a 1-point game the last time these two teams met here. The two teams here tonight met. That was over a month ago, back on Friday, January 14th, a 54-53 3 ball game at Musselman, and it was definitely a really close one that, as you talked about, came down to the final shot, and it was definitely an intense ball game.
Yeah, it was, and as we look back on it, Jaron Adkins led the way for the Bulldogs with 17 points in that ball game. Avion Blackwood had 14. Cyril Gaza had 12. Those were the 3 scorers in double figures for Martinsburg. For the Musselman Appleman, Gordon had 15, 11 from Jordan Holmes. Connor Long with 12 in the ball game, and Trenton Wolf had 7. So those were kind of some of the leaders for Musselman.
I believe that was the game that when they made the shot, or when the buzzer went off, Coach Basile went ballistic, and he ran up the stands.
Yeah, Jess Sutherland had a elbow jumper that he attempted for the win, but it was just off the mark and no good. And then Musselman, of course, with the rare win over Martinsburg, even though usually the games are close, it's just a rare win for them.
Yeah.
Student section storming the court, and Coach Basile did go crazy.
He did go. The only reason I recognized that is because we were right next to their bench, and in my periphery I saw somebody running around, so I looked back, and he was up in the stands and running right back down.
And we will take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from the coaches. It's West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast, and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
Welcome you back to Martinsburg High School as we continue on the Giants Express tip-off show. We'll now go into our coaches' interviews. We'll start with the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Dave Rogers, and then hear from Musselman head coach, Derek Basile.
All right, now joined by the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Dave Rogers. Coach, coming off of a game against Jefferson where your team showed some improvement in that first half, but that third quarter really hurt you. What did you guys kind of take away from that one?
Well, we didn't get back. The shot went up, and we didn't get back, and we gave up some easy layups. And you know, they're very athletic. They're very good. You can't turn the ball over 25 times and win. You just can't do that. We saw some bright spots. We saw some good things inside. I just think Jess Sutherland's playing really well right now. Saw some good things out of Jaron. So, you know, again, I told the guys today when we worked out, this is their season. You can play 4 or 5 and put them away, or you can keep getting better and go on from there. So I'm really anxious to get back out and play tonight, and we've got to really pick up the intensity.
Is it in some ways good that you don't have a lot of time in between games because you feel like your team's playing well for the most part, just really one bad quarter last night, and you get right back on the court tonight against another opponent and a chance to win?
Well, you do. And, when you look at Jefferson, I mean, they're like our teams of old. I mean, that's how we played. But you've got to have those type of players to do that, and they do. They do a nice job of trapping. They run the floor. They're quick. We're just again at times turning it over at times where they're not even mistakes that somebody else calls to turn over. You're dribbling it off your foot, and again you've got a basketball. I told you before is a game of making the right play at the right time. So we're anxious to get back out here tonight, and I thought we saw some bright spots last night, but you got to play a complete game.
Talked a few weeks ago about the bigger lineup that you wanted to try out, and both Jess Sutherland and Aiden Jackson did a nice job even when they were on the court together. So this Musselman team, they got some size. Can we see more of that lineup tonight?
I think so. I just do. I think they're both playing well right now. If I had to pick a bright spot for us, they're playing well inside, and that makes me feel good. And they've worked hard at it. It'll be okay for tonight when you get a team like a Jefferson that's got maybe one big and everybody else is super quick, then you may not be able to get away with it. So, that's the nice thing about basketball. Every night is different opponent. Some play you zone, some play you man, some mix it up. But your lineup could change. Different players get to play, and I thought Shazir Baker came off the bench for us last night and gave us a spark. We're really looking forward to him.
And then, Coach, tonight, last time you played Musselman, it was a close one-possession ball game. So what are you expecting out of tonight's game, and what are some things you'll need to do to get the win?
Well, they're mixing it up a little bit. They've been playing a lot of man lately, but then they're playing some 2-2-1, and then they're also playing some 1-3-1, and they took Jefferson in overtime. Musselman always plays us tough. It's amazing how you kind of look at scores and who's playing who. But we've got to take care of the basketball. We had a 1-point lead up there. All we got to do is protect the ball, go to the foul line, and all of a sudden we turn it over, and then we get a shot, the last second shot, and it doesn't go. But yeah, we should have won that one up there.
All right, Coach. Thank you. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Nick Verzolini, joined by head coach of the Musselman Appleman, Derek Basil. Coach, team's been playing pretty good ball recently. How you feel? How would you evaluate your recent play?
I feel like we're playing pretty good. We've won 4 straight. It hasn't been perfect, but I think the guys are playing really, really hard and doing a lot of good things. So we've been able to pick up a couple quality wins.
You hit that kind of rough stretch in the middle of the season, but like you said, now on a 4-game win streak, and it kind of started when you took Jefferson to overtime. So how big of the moment was that for you on this year, and how does that kind of lead into tonight?
Well, I think our guys saw that they could, Jefferson's number 1 in the state. They're for good reason. They're undefeated, and we gave them all they wanted and got it into overtime and had a chance there down in their play. So I think I gave our guys some confidence, and I think our confidence is growing. It's growing in what they're doing on the offensive end and the defensive end.
Tonight you got Martinsburg, obviously not your typical Martinsburg team record-wise, but still an athletic and talented group. What kind of stands out to you about them so far this season?
Like you said it. I mean, they're athletic, talented guys. Maybe their record isn't. I don't think their record is indicative of what kind of team they have. They play a tough schedule. If they played an easier schedule, they'd have a lot more wins. I think they're a good team. I think it'll be a tough challenge for us tonight.
What are some things that you'll have to do tonight to get this win?
Well, I think with them, it's all about live ball turnovers, not turning the ball over in live ball situations, give them a lot of run-outs. I think we got to make them play offense in the half court. And, on offense, we have to space the ball. We have to get the ball inside and, shoot a lot of high percentage shots and try to force them into shooting low percentage shots. That's what we try to do every night.
And last time you played Martinsburg, it was a close one-possession ball game that came down to the final shot. Are you expecting something like that again tonight?
Well, our games are always tight with Martinsburg. We're expecting a really tight game. We really wouldn't expect anything else, so we know it's going to be a tough game, and we just have to try to come out and execute on both ends of the floor.
All right, Coach. Thank you. Good luck tonight.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
So good stuff from both head coaches. Our coaches' interviews brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. They're located at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at Orsini's.com. Okay, we'll take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, Spencer and I will take a look around the EPAC tonight, as well as continue to break down this match of this West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, Equal Housing Lender.
Home helpers of the Eastern Panhandle, making life easier for you, your family, and especially your loved ones that need their care. They are locally owned and searching for smiling faces to hire so that your loved one can stay in their home where they are the happiest. Call 304-433-8000 or visit homehelpershomecare.com/panhandle. Or you can visit them at 3192 Winchester Avenue right here in Martinsburg. Each office is independently owned and operated. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
Welcome you back to Martinsburg High School as we get you set for Martinsburg and Musselman. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Spencer, we have two girls games going on tonight in the EPAC, but no boys action. So what do we got going on the girls side of things as they get close to sectional play?
Yeah, and not only they get close to sectional play, but they have been announced where the sections are. Washington at Hedgesville here in an EPAC, or excuse me, wrong date. Berkeley Springs at Washington and Spring Mills at Mountain Ridge. That Mountain Ridge game was postponed from earlier in the season, so it's being made up tonight. And the the sections were announced last night. So number 3 Martinsburg in section 1 is at number 2 Hedgesville. We will have that broadcast for you right here on TV 10. And that'll be next Tuesday, February 22nd at 7 p.m. So a 6:30 Johnny's Express tip-off show. And then that championship game for the section will be Thursday, February 24th at number 1 Spring Mills. Section 2 has number 2 Washington hosting number 3 Musselman on Tuesday the 22nd, and then the winner of that game will travel to number 1 Jefferson in that region or in the section for a chance to have the number 1 in the section to face the number 2 of the other region.
Yep, so definitely some big games coming up on the girls' side, but for the most part, the conference games are over. As we mentioned, no boys games tonight. We will have one more game this week in EPAC boys basketball as Martinsburg will take on Hedgesville on Friday.
Well, since we've got some time here on the Johnny's Express tip-off show, so we're not broadcasting the game tomorrow. Look at the schedule for tomorrow. Washington boys in action at Fort Hill of Maryland, and then girls, Jefferson at St. Maria Goretti in Maryland, Hedgesville at East Fairmont, and Hampshire at Spring Mills. Those are the games on the 17th tomorrow.
So again, a lot of action tomorrow as well. So a big week, and like we said, Martinsburg, Hedgesville on Friday. That will be a big game. This is a big game tonight, Spencer, a rivalry and a game that last time was very close. So a lot to look forward to heading into this one.
Yeah, definitely. And, obviously these two teams are bitter rivals. And if you look last year, looking at the sections last year, Musselman was the #1 team in the section, and they got the bye. They faced Jefferson and fell. Hedgesville faced Martinsburg. They lost, so then it was Martinsburg versus Musselman. And Martinsburg came out on top in that sectional region championship as one of the teams headed the states. The other team was Jefferson upending Hedgesville 61-45, so that thus having Jefferson and Martinsburg going to states. But again, we talk about close game this season. That game last year to go in to head the states was a 2-point ball game in favor of Martinsburg.
Yeah, and obviously Musselman and Jefferson, again, the two top teams in that side of the section. But this year, Jefferson appearing to be the top team. And Martinsburg in a dogfight, if you will, in its section with really all three teams pretty even. So that sectional should be very interesting. And before we get to all that, obviously, we still got to finish out this regular season. And there's still a lot to be proven among all these teams. Okay, we'll take one more 2-minute break, and then on the other side of that break, we'll get Spencer's keys to the game and starting lineups. West Virginia High School Boys Basketball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies. From small beginnings and over a century later, we maintain our dedication to our policyholders to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. Protecting everything from your home to your business has never been easier. Our team is here to ensure that you, your family, and your assets are taken care of. We enjoy giving back and doing our part to keep Martinsburg a great place to be.
Welcome you back to Martinsburg High School here on the Johnny's Express Tip-Off Show. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. John Alderton, Harry Brown on camera this evening, along with Avery Newport, our on-site producer. And back in the studio is Colin McLaughlin. And we'll get into our keys to the game, brought to you by CMA Honda of Winchester, located at 3985 Valley Pike. CMA moving lives forward. Spencer, let's start with the visitors, the Musselman Applemen. What are some things that they need to do to get this win tonight?
Really, you got to win the rebounding battle. Martinsburg of late has been doing really well defensively, rebounding the ball. You got to win the rebounding battle. You got to be able to kind of break through the pressure defense Martinsburg's going to have tonight, because they got to get out to a fast start. So that's what Martinsburg's going to do. And a player to keep an eye out for has got to be Jordan Holmes. I mean, he is one of the best players on this team, and has shown at times to be one of the best players in the entire state. And so he's got to be a big-time player tonight. And for Martinsburg, just continue the upward trend that you've had of late. You didn't win the game last night against Jefferson, but, who in this area has beaten Jefferson? No one. No one in this area. Nobody's beaten Jefferson all season. So, but you got to hang your hat on the fact that it was a blowout the first game. And look what you turned around and did a few weeks later. you made it a 15-point ball game where you were in it until a hot shooting third quarter from beyond the arc really kind of was the major difference in last night's game. So you just got to continue that upward trend that you've been doing. Continue to kind of play the way you've been playing and, kind of feel your shots. Coach Rogers has been switching out the rotations like you heard him talk about in the interview with you. It's the rotations that seem to be hitting key spots. It's the chemistry with players, and then bringing Jackson off the bench, bringing Atkins off the bench. And it's just a lot different. And, that's kind of going to be the thing. And, for a player, he's going to be a guy that I saw really step up last night in the last couple games is Jess Sutherland.
All right, we'll give you our starting lineups brought to you by Modern Renovations. As the West Virginia homeowners trust the experts at Modern Renovations for roofing. Call them at 304-564-6317 to schedule your free estimate or visit mymodernrenovations.com. We'll start with the Bulldogs. It will be your typical starting lineup: Dow, Cyril Gazzo, Luke Fowler, Avion Blackwood, and Jess Sutherland. And then for Musselman, we are projecting it will be Cal Klepner, Trenton Wolf, Connor Long, Gordon Schaefer, and Jordan Holmes. Martinsburg coming in with a record of 7-10. Musselman sitting at 10-6.
11-6.
11. 10 is in my head now.
10's in your head because that's what you thought it was. I texted Coach Basile earlier today to double check because I thought they played another game.
And actually, Gordon will start. It looks like Connor Long will come off the bench tonight.
But, that's what it's about, picking up the other guy when he's, you got to pick up your teammate, right?
Yep. So we will take our final 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we will have tip-off here from Martinsburg. As this West Virginia High School Boys Basketball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV10.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your four-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk. See dealer for details.
And that concludes today's pregame show. Coming up next, it's the starting lineups, opening tip, and play-by-play action of West Virginia high school basketball.
Johnson now in transition with the one-handed slam dunk. And that might put a seal on this one.
Today's game is brought to you by
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com. Ollie's VIP, Milestone Realty, The Palace Lounge, The Mountaineer Grill and Pub, Cody's Auto Body, Modern Renovations, D&N Auto, home helpers of the Panhandle. Johnny's Express.
And now, let's go courtside and rejoin our WRNR broadcast team.
We welcome you back to Martinsburg High School, just a few moments away from tip-off between the Martinsburg Bulldogs and the Musselman Applemen. As our opening tip-off brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online. They'll deliver it to you. And if you don't like it, they'll take it back. Go to HagerstownFord.com. Martinsburg in the all-white home jerseys with the black numbers, black letters across the chest and the orange outline and the orange and black stripes on the shorts. Musselman in the all-green away jerseys with the white numbers, white letters across the chest with the red outline and red and white stripes on the shorts. Musselman wins the opening tip-off. Trenton Wolf has the ball in the backcourt, and we are underway from the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Holmes top of the key. Holmes off the bounce, straight to the rim, high off the glass, and good. Our first shot of the game brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, promote, protect. They're at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Or call 304-263-5131. Jordan Holmes starts the ball game with a layup.
Hey, just like I said, player to look out for right there. Jordan Holmes making it off the top. Out of bounds play there off the hands of Sutherland.
So Musselman back the other way. As Wolf crosses half court. Wolf swings it to Gordon. Gordon goes to the high post, loses the ball, picked up by Schaefer. Now back out to Klepner. And now Holmes working against Cyril Gaza on the left wing. Holmes rips through, pulls up from the free throw line, gets fouled on a wild shot. And will go to the free throw line. Cyril Gaza in disagreement.
Yeah, disbelief. You took the words right out of my mouth, Nick. He said hands up. My hands were straight up.
Holmes now to the line. Knocks down that first free throw. It took Jordan Holmes a little while to get going last time these two teams met, but his third quarter was very important for this team. Spencer helped the Applemen rally and take control of the ball game. Holmes knocks down the second. 4 points for him early on. 4-0. Applemen on top.
And this is the way the Applemen wanted the ball game to start.
Blackwood swings it to Gaza and a sloppy pass and it rolls out of bounds. So 2 turnovers to start the game for Martinsburg.
Yeah, I would imagine maybe you see Coach Rogers go to his bench here if they make another mistake. So you can't go down 6-0, 8-0.
Wolf crosses half court, sets up the offense, guarded by Avion Blackwood over to Schaefer on the left wing. Schaefer, nice bounce pass underneath. Klepner forced to keep it alive. Fowler tips it to Schaefer. Schaefer bounce pass underneath to Gordon with the right hand in the finish.
And again, 6-0 here. Yeah, if you're Martinsburg, you got to get something on this possession.
Jason Gordon makes it 6-0 Applemen with 6.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Dow, pull up Jay from the right elbow is no good. Ball gets tipped to Brown and rebounded by Schaefer. Wolf quickly back the other way, crosses half court. Sets up the Applemen offense. Wolf to Gordon. Gordon, rip through move to the baseline, goes up strong, shot blocked by Luke Fowler. Down grabs the rebound, outlet pass to Blackwood. He chases it down, spin move on the baseline and knocks down the layup.
What a great spin move there by Blackwood, and now Martinsburg on the board here.
6-2 now, the score under 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Wolf to Schaefer down low, over to Holmes. Holmes for 3, and that is nothing but net for Jordan Holmes. Off to a great start now, 7 points, 7 of the 9 for the Applemen. Musselman 9, Martinsburg 2 with 5:30 to go in the first quarter.
Almost making me look smart here early. I picked him as my player to watch out for.
One of the best players in the state a year ago. As Blackwood comes off the Sutherland screen, Blackwood goes hard to the rim, gets fouled, he'll go to the line. Our first quarter presented to you on TV 10 by Milestone Real Estate Group and Chris Ross at Keller Williams. Buying or selling a home, call 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. And Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution, located at 121 Administrative Drive. Call 304-263-3361. Blackwood knocking down the first free throw to make it 9-3.
Again, free throws last night were kind of a bugaboo there for the Bulldogs. Hopefully they turn around tonight. So far looking good, 2 for 2.
Yep, 2 for 2, so 4 points for Martinsburg. All of them scored by number 20, Avion Blackwood. Klepner now. Backdoor cut from Wolf. He keeps it alive. Finds Schaefer now. Ball going into the hands of Blackwood. Quickly down the other way. Gaza to the rim. He'll lay it up and in with the left hand. 9-6 now.
Like that, a 4-0 run by the Dogs.
Musselman leading with under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Schaefer catches on the right wing. Holmes off the Schaefer screen. Now down low to Schaefer. Posting up on Sutherland. Good defense by Sutherland. He grabs the rebound.
Looked like he got a hand on that ball.
Fowler ahead to Gaza. Gaza bounce pass underneath to Blackwood. Blackwood goes up strong. Shot is off the mark. Rebounded by Gaza underneath. Putback is no good. Gordon Schaefer grabs the rebound for the Appleman. Holmes quickly back the other way in transition. Lost the ball. Dow takes it away. Martinsburg now on the 2-on-3 fast break, and Dow doesn't care. Splits the defense, but a foul called on the floor before the shot.
That was very close. But I think he may have been pulling it up to put in his hands to lay up.
Luke Fowler will inbound on the baseline. Connor Law now checking in for Gordon Schaefer. Appleman in the 2-3 zone defense. Dow off the inbound for 3. Shot is way off, no good. Rebounded by Wolf. 9-6, Musselman leading. 4:15 to go in the first quarter. Trenton Wolf with the basketball for the Appleman. And a
foul away from the ball.
Yeah, Gordon was knocked to the ground by Cyril Gaza. And that will force Gaza out. Stephon Barclay will check in for him.
Looks like they called that on Dow.
Yeah, they did call it on Dow, but everybody thought it was on Gaza, including Coach Rogers. Long off the inbound, no good. Putback is no good. Rebounded by Barclay.
Blackwood get a hand on that, maybe?
Close. Blackwood now to the rim. Underneath to Sutherland with the right-handed layup, and that's good.
What a great pass there. Needed the extra pass, got the extra pass, laid it up and in. Now it's a 1-point ball game, Nick.
Yep, Jess Sutherland with his first 2 points. Martinsburg has cut it down to 9-8 with 3:42 to go in the first quarter. Holmes with the 3. That is too strong. Rebounded on the wall and rebound by Dow. Dow ahead to Barclay. Now back to Dow. He'll set up the offense. Comes off the Sutherland screen. Fowler, 3. Just off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Gordon. Wolf back the other way for the Appleman. Crosses half court. 3:20 to go in the first quarter. 1-point lead for Musselman. Holmes catches on the wing. Down low to Gordon. Gordon, nice head fake. Can't finish the layup. Long with the follow and good. Connor Long on the glass. Extends the lead out to 3 for the Appleman. High post Sutherland. Sutherland down low to Dow, has it taken away. Cal Klepner quickly in transition. Bounce pass ahead to Holmes. Holmes with the layup, and he lays it up and in.
What a great bounce pass there by Klepner to Holmes.
4-0 run now for Musselman. Take a 13-8 advantage with 2:40 to go in the opening quarter.
Jackson getting ready to check in for the Dogs. Looks like Branson for Musselman.
Blackwood drives in, kicks it out. Sutherland head fakes, pulls up baseline jumper, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Luke Fowler. Fowler shot blocked by Holmes. Long grabs the rebound.
And again, Dogs really doing a lot of things on both glasses tonight. They just need that second shot to go in.
Wolf now with the basketball over to Klepner. High post Gordon. Gordon drives in, double teamed underneath. That shot blocked by Luke Fowler.
Luke Fowler getting his hand on the ball here early.
Yeah, a lot of shots blocked by both teams. Dow, or at least deflected. Dow with the basketball now. Driving in, pulls up, elbow jumper, no good. Rebounded by Gordon, and ball forced out of bounds. It will go to Musselman. Aiden Jackson will check in along with Branson. Klepner and Sutherland checking out for the 2 teams. Musselman in control of the basketball, leading 13-8 with 1:44 remaining in this first quarter. Trenton Wolf with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Applemen. Blackwood guarding him. Wolf dribbling around the volleyball line, swings it to Branson down to the low post to Long. Long with a nice post move and kisses it off the glass and through. Connor Long with 4 points. 15-8 Musselman. 1:15 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, Dogs kind of been silent here the last few minutes. Not kind of, they actually have been silent.
Luke Fowler now with the ball. It's a 6-0 run for the Applemen after Martinsburg had got it down to 1. Ball on the court and jump ball force that will stay with Martinsburg. Stephon Barclay will inbound. Jaron Adkins running on for Luke Fowler. Cyril Gaza coming in for Kamarian Dow.
Interesting lineup they got going now, Nick. Seems a little different than they had last Saturday.
You haven't really seen this five on the court together. Blackwood down low to Jackson. Jackson with a nice post move.
That is Jackson's shot. He loves that little drop in right there.
15-10. Martinsburg trailing by 5 with 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Over to Wolf. Wolf on the perimeter. Over to Holmes. Holmes for 3. Good. Got it.
With a guy in his face, too.
Jordan Holmes off to a great start to this ballgame. 18-10, Applemen on top. Gaza turns it over underneath. Branson running the fast break for the Applemen. 18 seconds. They'll slow things down and hold for the final shot of the quarter. Branson over to Wolf. Wolf attacks the basket. Finds a cutting Holmes. Holmes right to the rack. Can't finish. Rebounded by Eden Jackson underneath. 4 seconds. Blackwood loses the ball. Branson at the buzzer. No good. And we will head to the second quarter with Musselman leading 18-10 after the first period. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School. 18-10, Musselman leading. 12 points for the first quarter for Jordan Holmes to get this good start for the Applemen. Bulldogs will not have possession to start the second quarter. It will be Musselman ball. Wolf catches off the inbound. On the court for the Applemen, Wolf, Holmes, Gordon, Branson, and Long. As Holmes drives in, and shot is short. Gordon underneath, putback is good.
Great job getting the boards there. That was one of my keys for Musselman. Don't give up defensive boards, or I guess offensive boards.
4 points for Jason Gordon. Martinsburg now in possession. Blackwood kicks it out. Now gets the ball back as that pass was tipped. Wild shot, and it's unsuccessful and rolls out of bounds.
Off of a Musselman player, though.
Yep. On the court for Martinsburg is Adkins, Young, Barclay, Blackwood, and Jackson. High post Jackson. Back out to Blackwood. Extra pass. Adkins. Corner 3. That is good for Jaron Adkins.
It's a shot.
When he gets going, Martinsburg's usually in a good position. Had 17 the last time these two teams met. With his first 3 there, it's a 7-point ball game with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Branson dribbling in the Block M logo. Up top to Holmes. Barclay nearly got the steal, but Holmes recovers. Holmes to the rim. Adkins, good help defense. Yeah, grabs the rebound.
Great job by Adkins.
Adkins ahead to Noah Young, a sloppy pass, but it was tipped actually by Branson, so it will be Martinsburg basketball. Barclay to inbound in front of the Appleman bench. He finds Avion Blackwood top of the key. Blackwood off the Jackson screen. Drives him with the left hand. Kicks it out to Barclay. Barclay working around the perimeter. Young. Adkins catches on the wing.
Shoot it.
Reverse the ball to Blackwood. He'll shoot it, and that shot is short, but Adkins crashes the board. His shot is rejected by Connor Long. Wolf quickly back the other way. Ahead to Gordon. Gordon with a nice dump down to Branson. Kick it out to Wolf. Wolf pulls up, elbow jumper, no good. And a lane, or 3 seconds called on Connor Long. So turnover for Musselman after what was looking like a solid possession.
Yeah, I mean, that ref had the call on it. Surprised it wasn't the one under the basket. Now Coach Basile's talking to him, asking him why he made that call.
Noah Young now with the basketball on the wing. Barclay to Blackwood, who drives baseline. Back up top to Barclay off the Jackson screen. Over to Young for three. In and out, no good. Barclay fighting for the offensive rebound. A jump ball called in. It will go to Martinsburg.
Very quick call.
Seemed like the right one as the two were in a tie up there underneath. Adkins inbounding. Find Blackwood off the inbound. He'll set up the offense. 20-13. Musselman still on top. Under 6 minutes to go in the first half. Barclay off the Jackson screen. Back out to Adkins. Another three. That is good. Jaron Adkins lighting it up early on in this ball game. 2 threes in this second quarter. He has 6 points. It's a 4-point ball game.
You can't not be happy for that kid. Got cut from the team last year. Came back, worked his tail off, and now he's making threes in a meaningful EPAC game.
Branson right to the rim, blocked by Eden Jackson. Jackson quickly now in transition, ahead to Blackwood. Blackwood to the rim, can't quite finish, but he got fouled. He'll go to the line.
That rejection by Jackson, nominee for the Cody's Body Shop rejection of the ball game here early, about halfway through the second quarter.
Our second quarter brought to you by Modern Renovations. West Virginia homeowners trust the experts at Modern Renovations for roofing. Call them at 304-564-6317 to schedule your free estimate, or visit mymodernrenovations.com. As Blackwood knocks down the first free throw. Butner coming in for Branson. Our other second quarter sponsor on TV 10 is Skinner Law Firm, injury and consumer rights lawyers. Call them at 304-245-6613, skinnerfirm.com. Blackwood knocking down both free throws. Martinsburg on a run of 8-2 in this second quarter to make it a 2018 ball game. Musselman still on top. Wolf attacks the basket. Adkins takes it away. Ahead to Blackwood. 2-on-1 fast break. Blackwood blocked by Holmes. That's the rejection of the game right now, Spencer. He got up there and blocked Avion Blackwood, who is so tough going to the rim. It was like a Superman punch going up for that block. Musselman taking a timeout. 2018, Martinsburg trailing Musselman with 4:55 to go in this second quarter. We'll take a 30-second break and return with more West Virginia High School boys basketball action on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
We welcome you back to Martinsburg High School. 2018, Musselman on top, 4:55 to go in this first half. Nick Verzolini alongside me is Spencer Dupuy. John Alderton, Harry Brown on camera along with Avery Newport. Our timeouts brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors Phil McCoy and John Everson. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. It'll be Martinsburg ball after Holmes going up and rejecting Avion Blackwood on a drive to the rim. Same lineup for the Dogs, and this lineup has done well. Adkins, Young, Jackson, Barclay, and Blackwood.
I'll tell you what, Nick, there's been so many blocks tonight already.
There have been a lot.
We just got back-to-back ones that are nominees.
Adkins splits the defense, goes up strong. Shot tipped away.
He almost put his hand on it, but he stopped. Coach Basile thought he did, though. And now I guess are they talking it over?
It was close. I think they're going to keep it here. They will. Adkins inbounding. Finds Barclay. Young, extra pass. Adkins another three. Just off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Holmes. Adkins still fighting for it. We love the effort. Jump ball will go to Musselman. Noah Young forcing the jump balls. He was able to dive on top of that.
Noah Young getting a lot of
possession.
playing time here these last two nights. And Noah Young, sophomore?
I believe a junior.
He'll be back next year.
But a guy that I was talking to Coach Dave Rogers a little bit, and he was just telling me he really likes Noah Young and some of the guys that will be back next year. Not giving up on this season, but thinks the Bulldogs do have a bright future moving forward. Kleppner with the basketball. Over to Holmes. Barclay forcing nearly a turnover, and they're going to roll out of backcourt. Which I thought maybe Barclay got a hand on it, but I guess not. Or Holmes might have touched it in the front court a second time. Either way, turnover, and Martinsburg takes possession. Down 20-18 with 4 minutes to go in this first half. Down low to Aiden Jackson. He'll post up. Has it stripped away by Calvin Kleppner. Ahead to Wolf. Wolf now with the ball in his hands, working against Blackwood over to Woolston. First time we've seen Woolston in this ball game with the overhead pass to Kleppner. Extra pass out to Jason Gordon. Gordon pump fakes down low. Loses the ball, and another 3-second violation called.
They're really getting those tonight, Nick.
Against Musselman. Connor Long coming in for Woolston. On the court for Musselman, Holmes, Gordon, Kleppner, Wolf, and Long. Martinsburg keeping this same lineup. Adkins over to Blackwood. Down low to Jackson. Jackson will pump fake, find Barclay. Bulldogs working around the perimeter. Adkins to the corner for Young. Catch and shoot three. That's way off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Connor Long. Tough shot there on the quick trigger by Noah Young. Wolf drives in. Holmes with a three. He's just off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Connor Long. Long goes up strong, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, and both teams looking to get Musselman trying to get off this little offer they're going on here.
Just 2 points this quarter.
Yeah, 2 points. Martinsburg scored 8.
It started with that Gordon layup early in the quarter, and since then not a whole lot of offense. Long knocks down the first free throw.
It's
5
really
points for him.
Stalemate these last few minutes.
Yeah.
I'd say ever since that rejection, it's kind of been a stalemate.
Yep. Jackson checks out. Sutherland checks in. Long misses the second free throw. Blackwood skies up for the rebound. Ahead to Barclay. Over to Noah Young on the right wing. Staying in that 3-2 zone for the Musselman Applemen. Barclay attacks the zone and then kicks out to Blackwood. Blackwood penetrates. Kicks it back out to Barclay. Over to Adkins. Now back to Blackwood, who drives in. Blackwood goes hard to the rim. He'll get the scoop shot and the foul, but couldn't finish the layup, so he'll head to the line, shoot two. Connor Long picking up that personal. Maybe on Blackwood doing a lot of his work from the free throw line early in this ballgame. 4 for 4, now 5 for 5. And a total of 7 points to lead the Bulldogs. 21-19, Musselman on top, 2:40 to go in the first half. Blackwood on his second free throw is good as well. Davion Blackwood 6 of 6 from the line. 8 points in the ball game. Martinsburg down to just a 1-point lead for Musselman. Holmes attacks the basket, finishes through the contact with the layup, and gets his first points of the second quarter. 14 now for Jordan Holmes. He'll go to the line and shoot one on the and one attempt.
Yeah, just when it was getting to be a really tight ball game, Jordan Holmes starting to pick it back up here.
Holmes' free throw is good.
Is that his first basket this quarter?
Yep.
So 15. He's up to 15.
24-20. Musselman leading Martinsburg. Over to Barclay. Now Fowler. Sutherland reverses the ball to Young in the corner. Young back to Sutherland. Over to Fowler. Bulldogs patient on this possession. Noah Young in the opposite side corner. High post to Sutherland. Fowler drives in. Floater is no good. Rebounded by Connor Long, and Luke Fowler will pick up a personal foul. Trying to get his offensive rebound. 15th foul of this first half. Luke Fowler with his first personal foul. 24-20, Musselman on top. Wolf dribbling in the Block M logo. Reverses the ball over to Kleppner. Now top of the key, Connor Long. Down low to Gordon. Gordon drives baseline. Mismatch on Noah Young, and he'll finish.
And now a 6-2 run here.
Gordon with 6 points. 26-20. Musselman on top. Sutherland in the corner.
Dogs need to get something on this possession.
Sutherland over to Fowler. Reverse the ball to Barclay. Blackwood drives in. Tries to go up against two defenders and is going to be hit with the charge. Gordon in perfect position.
Gaza and Dow getting ready to come back in. They do check in.
Young comes out along with Blackwood. 26-20. Davion Blackwood's first foul there on the charge. Musselman leading, 1:20 to go in the first half.
Got to pick it up defensively here if you're the Dogs. You don't want it to be more than a two-possession ball game.
Well, Kleppner turns it over as he couldn't handle the pass. Dow coast to coast, high off the glass, the finish and the foul. Down with his first 2 points. He'll go to the line and shoot one, and quickly off the bench gives Martinsburg a boost.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you need right now. It was starting to open up a little bit here for Musselman, and now it's kind of starting to clamp back down a little bit to be a very tight ball game.
26-22. Down to the line and misses off the back of the rim, but Sutherland grabs the rebound, tips it out, pass out to Dow. Extended free throw line jumpers, no good. Over to Barclay. Bulldogs keep the possession. Fowler, top of the key, three, banks it in.
Just like that, a 1-point ball game now.
26-25, 50 seconds to go in the first half. Gordon crosses half court, double teamed quickly over to Wolf. With a 5-point swing on that possession. Had 3 shots on the possession and a free throw. Musselman couldn't grab a rebound on the defensive glass. Gordon with the ball, guarded tightly by Dow. Work it over to Wolf. Wolf dribbles in between the legs, swings it to Kleppner. Top of the key now, Holmes. Holmes drives in, pulls up elbow. J on the way is no good. Rebounded by Cyril Gaza as it got tipped out to him. Gaza attacks, floater in the lane, too strong. Barclay with the follow, tipped around, and finally grabbed by Connor Long. 2 seconds to go before halftime. Gordon at the buzzer. Off the back of the rim, no good. And we will head to halftime with the Musselman Appleton holding on to a 1-point lead against the Martinsburg Bulldogs, 26-25. Let's take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have the Mansion Freddy halftime show. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including Trivia Night Monday, Karaoke Tuesday, Steak Night Wednesday and Sunday, Thursday night Boneless Wing Night, and on Friday and Saturday nights, there'll be a DJ and or karaoke. And remember, Monday through Friday, happy hour, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and
heading to a high school, college, or professional football game, Johnny's has all your tailgating go-tos. Delicious wings, meatballs, shrimp, burgers, and dogs. Plus, Johnny's has everything you need to serve it all up. Party trays, utensils, plates, cups, and more. Stop by either of our 2 great locations, 1456 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, and Route 11 South in Chambersburg.
Hello?
We're here again 3 times in the past 2 days.
You're where?
Bechtel Jewelers. Look.
Can Mom hear you?
No, she's in a diamond coma. Get her the pendant, or I will.
Hey, that's my credit card.
What? Can't hear you, Dad. You're breaking up.
It's gonna take more than a crying baby to wake her out of this diamond coma. You're gonna need a mega dose of jewelry from Bechtel Jewelers.
Home helpers of the Eastern Panhandle, making life easier for you, your family, and especially your loved ones that need their care. They are locally owned and searching for smiling faces to hire so that your loved one can stay in their home where they are the happiest. Call 304-433-8000 or visit homehelpershomecare.com/panhandle, or you can visit them at 3192 Winchester Avenue right here in Martinsburg. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School. The Martinsburg Bulldogs trailing the Musselman Applemen at the half, 26-25. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis, as we get into the Mansion Freddie Law Firm halftime show. Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. You go to WVJusticeLawyers.com. We'll break down the first half stats. We'll start with the Applemen. Gordon with 6 points, Connor Long with 5, Jordan Holmes with 15. The only scorers in this first half for the Applemen, who have 26. For the Martinsburg Bulldogs, 2 for Dow, 2 for Jackson, 2 for Gaza, 3 for Fowler, 8 for Blackwood, 6 for Adkins, and 2 for Sutherland. And it's 26-25 at the half. Spencer, what were some things that stood out to you about those first 2 quarters of action?
It kind of was just flip the script one quarter to the next quarter. Musselman came out, had a great first quarter, 12 there from Holmes in the first quarter. We're up 18-10 at the end of the first. And then it was just like a role reversal in the second quarter. Martinsburg scored 15 in that quarter. They only gave up 8. So that's where we are at the half right now, a 1-point ball game. And this is kind of like last night's game. It was a 6-point ball game at halftime. But can Martinsburg come out in the second half and take it to Musselman? It'd be a flip to the script of what happened last night at Jefferson.
It definitely would be, and we have a competitive game like we expected. So 26-25, Musselman at the half. We'll take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from Kyle McLaughlin back in the studio, who will have the N1 scoreboard show. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
WVU Medicine is pleased to introduce 7 new providers who've joined our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, and University Healthcare physicians. Dr. Tiffany Morton, Endocrinology. Dr. Zangeethan Parampanathan, Family Medicine. Dr. Heymanth Pillai, Hospitalist. Dr. Lauren Rover, Pediatrics. Dr. Ahmed Samor, Hospitalist. Doctor of Nursing Practice, Kelly Shothius, Urgent Care. And Dr. Levi Stevens, ENT. WVU Medicine, growing to meet the needs of our community.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire? Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. That's why we're America's most loved auto brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
2021 American Customer Satisfaction Index ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
At the half. Thank you, Matt Crawford. I just realized it. I had the mute button still down. I appreciate the text. So, again, this is brought to you by Home Helpers Home Care Martinsburg, serving the tri-state area, giving care the way you want to be cared for. Learn more by calling 304-433-8000. For those of you on the radio side that can now hear me, it's Washington 37, Berkeley Springs 5, Mountain Ridge 28, Spring Mills 25 at the half for some high school girls basketball. On the boys side of things, as you just witnessed, it is at the half. Musselman leads 26-25 over Martinsburg. And let's quickly give you the seeding now for the high school sectional tournament that will be next week for the girls' side. It'll be in Section 1 of Region 2, number 3, Martinsburg, at number 2, Hedgesville, and then in Section 2, number 3, Washington, at number 2, Musselman. Both those games will be February 22nd, and then for February 24th, it will be the winners of those games. In Section 1, the winner of Martinsburg-Hedgesville will play against Spring Mills, who's the number 1 seed that gets the bye. And then in Section 2, the number 1 seed is Jefferson. They'll host the winner of Washington at Musselman. Let's take another 2-minute break and send it back after that to Spencer Nick for the second half. This is West Virginia High School basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School. The Musselman Applemen leading the Bulldogs 26-25 as we begin this third quarter. On Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Marion down with the basketball. I'm Nick Verzolini. Alongside me, Spencer Dupuis, John Allerton, Harry Brown on camera. Larry Duport, our on-site producer, and Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. Sutherland with the turnaround hook shot. He knocks that down. 4 points for Sutherland on the evening.
Took a play out of Aiden Jackson's playbook.
Over to Holmes. Gets Sutherland on the head fake. Pulls up for three, and shot misses. Rebounded by Sutherland.
He zooms back there to grab the rebound.
Adkins over to Dow. Dow walked before he pulled the shot. So, turnover. Musselman takes possession. 25 turnovers in the loss to Jefferson last night for the Bulldogs. 27-26, Martinsburg on top now. Over Musselman. High post. Gordon kicks it out to Wolf. Over to Kleppner. Back to Gordon now on the high post. Kleppner will try a three now from the wing. That is short. Rebounded by Sutherland.
Yeah, Sutherland getting up, getting those boards again.
Luke Fowler on the right wing. Back to Dow. Dow off the Sutherland screen. And an offensive foul called against Sutherland. So back-to-back possessions where Martinsburg turns it over on a travel and now an offensive foul.
Yeah, and you can't do that. You know, you're up one here. You just need to start converting on offense and maybe build yourself a lead.
Wolf with the basketball across half court. Trenton Wolf, the senior point guard for the Musselman Applemen. Over to Gordon. He'll drive baseline against Fowler. Shot comes up short, tipped out of bounds. Yeah, I thought so. I thought Schaefer got a hand on that, and it will be Martinsburg ball.
Well, I think what happened, I think a ball got tipped by a Martinsburg player. Schaefer tried to grab it back as it was going out of bounds.
Blackwood. Over to Dow. Now back to Blackwood on the left wing. He'll drive in. Kick it out to Dow. Low post. Sutherland now working against Schaefer. Sutherland turns baseline. Finds Blackwood with the spinning layup. And somehow Evian Blackwood got that to go. 10 points for him.
Yeah, it took the hometown roll there.
29-26. Martinsburg on top. Holmes catches on the perimeter. Ball finding the hands of Gordon. Gordon goes up Sean. Good defense by Sutherland underneath. And foul called.
You're going to get Sutherland? Yeah. It's a second.
Didn't really see where the foul occurred, but the second foul on Sutherland there. Inbound to Gordon. Swing it to Holmes.
2 fouls early as a team for Martinsburg. Could come back later in this second half.
Holmes over to Wolf. Lob pass up to Kleppner, who catches and finishes. Just got left wide open under the basket.
It seems like that's kind of a running theme here. Whatever Martinsburg's been doing these past few games is they're leaving a guy like wide open.
Fowler catches. Three-pointer is good. Luke Fowler knocking down the triple. His second of the evening. 6 points for him. Kleppner quickly back the other way. Shot is no good. Atkins gets tripped up, but they're going to call a walk. And Atkins is arguing that he got tripped, but no call from the official, which I think is accurate. Wasn't intentional, but there was a trip there. Gordon catches, goes up strong, rebounded by Sutherland. So the travel call doesn't hurt the Dogs. Ahead to Blackwood, quickly down the other way. They're going to call that a charge. Cal Kleppner getting in perfect position underneath the basket to force the charge.
Yeah, definitely. And going back to that play, it looks like Atkins was indeed pushed. But they didn't see it because it was on the whole opposite side.
I guess so. Kleppner with the basketball. Crossing half court. Martinsburg in the 2-3 zone look. Ball tipped by Dow. Dow forces the turnover ahead to Blackwood. Blackwood quickly down the court, lays it up and in. 12 points for Blackwood.
Quickly coming out here and on a 9-2 run.
That will force Coach Derek Basile to take a timeout. 34-28 Martinsburg, 5:04 to go in this third quarter. We'll take a 30-second break and return with more West Virginia High School boys basketball action on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
You need to keep your vehicle in good working order, but car and truck repairs can be very costly. Bears Repair in Martinsburg performs all kinds of auto repairs at prices most often well below their competition. Bears Repair offers tune-ups, oil change and lubrication, small and large engine and transmission repair, wheel balancing, front-end alignment, exhaust system replacement, air conditioning checks, auto inspections, and new tires. Stop by for a free estimate at Bears Repair, 904 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Phone 262-0208. Bears Repair.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School. Our third quarter presented to you on TV 10 by Kelly Allstate Insurance. For all of your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg, along with Orsini's Home Store. Orsini's is not just an appliance store any longer. They're located at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg, or online at Orsinis.com. Holmes picks up the free throw line jumper, and that shot is no good.
Sutherland, another rebound. He's got to be up to at least 5.
Fowler, corner three, money. Luke Fowler with his third three of the evening. 9 points for him. 2 threes in this quarter.
Martinsburg now out to a 9-point lead here, Nick.
Yep, 37-28 Bulldogs, 4:30 to go, and a foul called on the baseline against Sutherland.
Problem is now,
his third.
Be his third. Also the team's third foul here with just, fourth foul with just 4:33 left in the third quarter.
Kleppner cuts to the basket, finishes the layup.
Could become a problem late in this ballgame.
Ends the scoring drought. 4 points for Kleppner in this quarter. Dow attacks, kicks it out. Adkins head fakes over to Dow. Dow pulls up. Free throw line jumper is short. Rebounded by Wolf. Ahead to Gordon. Gordon going to get tagged with. No, it will be Adkins with a foul.
So that's the 15th foul now for the Bulldogs. We're only not even 4 minutes into the second half, Nick. Could be a big storyline late in this game, as I just mentioned. It's getting even worse.
Aiden Jackson checking in for Jess Sutherland. As I mentioned, Sutherland with 3 fouls now on the evening. Inbounded to Connor Long. He gets Jackson up in the air. Blackwood skies up and blocks the 6'6" Long. Ahead to Dow. Dow in transition quickly to the basket, and a foul called on Cal Kleppner.
Might be a Cody's Body Shop rejection of the game candidate there for Blackwood.
Definitely is. Blackwood is listed at 6 foot. I don't know how accurate that is. But he rose up and blocked that shot on Connor Long. Very impressive. And Dow knocking down the free throw. Second free throw is up and good as well for Dow. The Bulldogs leading 39-30 with 3:58 to go in this third quarter. Martinsburg with a good start to this second half. Over to Holmes on the left wing. Holmes skip past to Branson. High post now Gordon. Gordon attacks, kicks out. Holmes wide open triple. And out no good. Rebounded by Aiden Jackson. Ahead to Jaron Adkins. Adkins brings it up for the Dogs. Over to Dow now. Right wing. Dow to Fowler. Another three. Just off the mark. No good.
Seemed like you rushed that just a little bit, Nick.
He thought he hit it, though. As you saw, he ran right back down the court as soon as he left his hand. Gordon quickly to the rim. Jackson with a good defense. Grabs the rebound. Ahead to Blackwood. Blackwood right to the rim and the finish.
Great job there by Blackwood. The outlet pass down to him from Jackson.
14 for Avion Blackwood. 11-point lead for the Bulldogs at 41-30 with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wolf with the basketball working against the 2-3 of Martinsburg. Wolf swings it to Branson over to the corner to Holmes, who had 15 points in that first half. Scoreless so far to begin the second half, and had 12 in the first quarter. Holmes down low to Long. Long, quick pass out to Wolf for 3. That is short, no good. Long with the offensive rebound, blocked by Jackson. Branson chases down the rebound for Musselman. Over to Wolf. Now down low to Gordon. Gordon going up strong. He can't finish. Long, another offensive rebound. Long with the putback and the foul.
That's the 16th foul of the Dogs, and it's not even the end of the third quarter.
Got to get, though, a body on Connor Long on the offensive glass. Long will head to the free throw line. Been good tonight with 5 points. It's just 4 points in the quarter for Musselman. Both baskets coming from Calvin Klepner. Laurel knocking down the free throw to end that streak. It's a 10-point game, though. 41-31 our score. 2:29 to go in the third. Gordon checks out. Like Schaefer checking back in. Second free throw is up and good. Laurel now with 7 points for the Applemen. Dow crosses half court, a 9-point lead for Martinsburg at 41-32 with 2:23 to go in the third. Over to Atkins now on the right wing. Atkins swings it over to Blackwood. Blackwood up top, Luke Fowler. High post, Aiden Jackson. Jackson spins in the lane. Fowler another three, but this time from the top of the key. That is too strong. Rebounded by Holmes. 41-32. Holmes quickly in transition, coast to coast. Reverse layup is good. Great take by Holmes. His first 2 points of the second half, now up to 17 for the game. It's a 7-point lead for Martinsburg with 1:48 to go in this third quarter. Dow off the Jackson screen. Bounce pass to Atkins. Atkins head fakes, drives in, attacks the rim. I thought he walked, but he got away with it and finishes the layup.
Yeah, that was a little questionable there.
But Jaron Atkins now with 8 points. 9-point lead for Martinsburg. Holmes catches on the perimeter. Skip pass to Wolf. Short porch to Connor Long. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Aiden Jackson. And a foul called against Long.
That's just
the second.
The second now for Musselman in this half.
Long checking out. Woolston checking in. Barclay for Fowler. Martinsburg 43, Musselman 34 with 1:18 to go in this third quarter. Dow yelling out instructions to his team as the point guard brings it across half court for the Bulldogs. Dow dribble handoff of Blackwood off the Aiden Jackson screen. Pulls up. Brick shot off the side of the backboard. Rebounded by Branson ahead to Trenton Wolf. Wolf over to Holmes. Holmes splits the defense. Pulls up. No good. Rebounded by Barclay. Down to Barclay. Barclay attacks. Finds Jackson. Jackson comes up short on that shot. Fighting for the rebound. And finally secured by Woolston for Musselman. Woolston trapped in the backcourt. Wolf will have to get it across. And he will. Over to Holmes, now back to Wolf. Guarded tightly by Dow. Branson with 28 seconds to go in this third quarter. Martinsburg 43, Musselman 34. And Musselman looking to hold for the final shot of the quarter. Over to Branson. 15 seconds. 9-point ball game. Martinsburg on top. Holmes with it in the Block M logo. 8 seconds now in the first half. Holmes. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. Holmes off the screen. Holmes over to Wolf. Bad pass and a turnover. Great defense by the Bulldogs there in the final 20 seconds. And Musselman gets no points. Really like 30 seconds. Ahead to Dow. Dow has time to launch before the quarter buzzer, but the shot is short and no good. So we'll head to the fourth. Martinsburg 43, Musselman 34. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV10. We're back in 60 seconds.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com. Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
We welcome you back to Martinsburg High School. The Bulldogs leading the Musselman Applemen 43-34. Nick Verzolini alongside me is Spencer Dupuis. John Alderson and Harry Brown on camera, along with Avery Newport, our on-site producer, and Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. Our fourth quarter presented to you on TV 10 by Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields and Son, a family-owned full-service funeral home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown Ranson, proudly serving the area since 1880. Musselman in possession with the basketball. Gordon Schaefer over to Branson. Branson pulls up, elbow jumper, and he knocks it down. Good possession there for Musselman after a sloppy one to end that quarter.
Yeah, great possession there. Get back on the board. Now it's only a 7-point ball game.
Branson with his first 2 points. High post, Barclay. Atkins turns it over on the pass ahead to Holmes. Holmes quickly back the other way. Layup is good.
4-0 run now to start the quarter. Coach Rogers calling a timeout.
He will take the timeout with Martinsburg leading 43-38. 7:23 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. This West Virginia High School Boys Basketball Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
It's the final push toward the postseason in EPAC Boys and Girls Basketball.
Another three-pointer top of the key around the rim. It's good. Curran Edsel.
Now over to Zimmerman off the fork screen, pick and roll. Swing it to Brown. His three-pointer is good. Nothing but net for Brown.
Bolduc has it now. He'll shoot a jumper, and that's good. A 2-point ball game here in the Cardinal Coliseum.
Join us throughout February for all the exciting action right here on your EPAC Sports Leader, Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School. Our other fourth quarter sponsor on TV 10 is Ollie's VIP Northside, the best local spot to catch sports or hang out with friends. Stop by 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. Ollie's VIP will see you for the game. Martinsburg with the basketball up 43-38 early in this fourth quarter. Blackwood drives in. Shot is no good. Rebounded by the Applemen. Wolf ahead to Holmes again on the right side with the layup, but good defense by Jaron Atkins. Shot comes up short. Barclay quickly back the other way. Ewer steps into the lane and finishes.
There you go, Barclay.
His first 2 points of the ball game. 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. Branson catches on the left wing. Martinsburg staying in the zone defense. 2-3 look. Wolf on the perimeter. High post Gordon. Gordon kicks it out. Holmes. They need this one for three, and it's short. No good. Rebounded by Dow. Gordon Schaefer will be tagged with the personal foul on the reach-in. 6:37 to go in this fourth quarter. Martinsburg leading by 7. Atkins has played good minutes. He'll inbound for the Bulldogs. Gets it in Avion Blackwood. Cross-section game in EPAC boys basketball. Blackwood over to Dow. High post, Aiden Jackson gets double teamed. Branson takes it away. Jackson on the floor. Coach Rogers frustrated. I believe Martinsburg actually got a timeout, so they'll keep the possession. 45-38. We'll take a 30-second break. 6:20 to go in this fourth quarter. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School. Bulldogs 45, Applemen 38. 6:20 to go in this fourth quarter. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Our timeouts are brought to you by the Murius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. Bulldogs keep the possession as Coach Rogers got that timeout. Aiden Jackson and Martinsburg on the court after Jackson had to get back on top of that basketball before it was a turnover. Atkins inbounding on the baseline, gets it in quickly to Barclay. Barclay off the Jackson screen, swinging around back to Atkins. Down now with the basketball. Martinsburg trying to run some clock and get good possessions here. Dow over to Barclay. Now back up top to Dow. Blackwood catches on the right wing. Bulldogs working around the perimeter, trying to get Musselman to over pursue. Appleman in the man-to-man defense. High post, Aiden Jackson turns around. Elbow jumper is good. Aiden Jackson with a rare showing of his range, and he knocks down that jumper to give the Bulldogs a 9-point lead.
About to say, adding a little range there. Jackson usually is that turnaround shot right in front of the basket.
Gordon down low, goes right at Jackson and fights through to finish underneath. Gordon now with 8 points. Blackwood over to Barclay. 47-40, Martinsburg on top. 5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Adkins apparently missed the travel if you listen to any of the Musselman fans.
That was Coach Basile. If you heard, he walked. That was Coach Basile.
That's a pretty good impression. Dow to the rim, fights through, no good. Jackson with the offensive rebound, tries to put it back up and in. Follows on the second time, and that is up and good for Aiden Jackson.
Yeah, he when he got the rebound that second time, he moved up a little bit and put it off the glass and in.
6 points for Aiden Jackson for this quarter. Branson on the left wing over to Wolf. Wolf pulls up three-pointers, an air ball. Adkins grabs the rebound. Adkins over to Dow. Dangerous pass, but Dow secures it. Barclay drives baseline. Hop step, has his shot blocked. Trenton Wolf quickly. 3-on-2 fast break. Gordon right to the rim. Finishes through the contact and the foul.
I think he had position.
They called a block,
but
it was close.
Very close. I thought he got position, but it may have been because he had one of his teammates moving around.
Gordon now in double figures with 10 points.
Now we're into the 1-and-1 situation here.
It was still 4:10 to go. Martinsburg leading by 7, 49-42. Gordon to the free throw line. And he misses that shot. Aiden Jackson grabs the rebound. Davion Blackwood in possession of the basketball. Blackwood running the point. Finds Adkins on the wing. Dow explaining to Barclay the offense, telling him to go to the block, set up the play. Barclay catching at the free throw line, can't control the basketball, and Gordon diving on top of it and then calling a timeout.
I thought he moved while on top of it before he got the timeout call, but
he keeps the possession for Musselman. Martinsburg 49, Musselman 42, 3:46 to go in this fourth quarter. Let's take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
The Honda Civic and the Accord are uniquely stylish in their own way. But you know what they have in common? Reliability and comfort? Sure. Available turbocharged engines? Of course. But also, the driver, having fun for no reason, except for the thrill of driving a Honda. America's most loved auto brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
2021 American Customer Satisfaction Index ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School. The Bulldogs on top of the Musselman Appleman at 49-42. Musselman getting the timeout to keep the possession. 7-point game, 3:46 to go in this fourth quarter, and pretty much what we expected. It's a competitive game. Going to come down to these final 4 minutes, or 3:45 with 3:46. To determine the winner here, Spencer.
Yeah, definitely, and going to be a close game like the last one.
Nice pass by Long to cutting Gordon. Shot was no good, but Holmes puts it back up and in.
This could be on pace to be kind of a similar score that last one was when Musselman got the best of Martinsburg, 54-53.
Bad pass by Luke Fowler. Cal Klepner takes it away for the Applemen. Over to Gordon. He'll drive baseline. Over to Long. Pull up mid-range is good. Connor Long knocking down the mid-range J, and now Dave Rogers is forced to take a timeout. And it's a 3-point ball game, Spencer, with 3 minutes to go at 49-46.
Yeah, and kind of just what I mentioned. It's kind of basketball, you know what they say, basketball is a game of runs. And Musselman has that run right now.
Yep, bar timeouts brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, or call 304-263-4343. As we kind of recap what's happened in this fourth quarter. Aiden Jackson got it going for the Dogs with 4 points early on. Stephon Barkley had a nice layup as well. But a lot of the fourth now as of late going in Musselman's favor.
Not only that, but, you know, as I mentioned there, late in the third quarter, if you're Martinsburg, you have to be hands off, really, because you already have 7 fouls. So it's 1-1, and then very soon, if you get a couple more, you'll be shooting 2.
So far, the free throws haven't played much of a factor.
But late, Nick.
But yeah. At that point, though, you might have to foul anyway. So we'll kind of see how things play out. Blackwood off the Aiden Jackson screen over to Atkins in the corner. Bulldogs could use a basket here. Aiden Jackson, turnaround three-throw. Jay is good. Aiden Jackson showing his ability to knock down mid-range shots. Now 8 points in the ball game. Over to Holmes on the wing. Holmes skip past the Wolf. High post Gordon, low post Connor Long, pump fake. Out to Holmes for 3. That's money. Jordan Holmes knocks it down. Back to a 2-point game at 51-49. Martinsburg on top, 2:30 to go in the fourth.
And he's balling and he's making me look smart while doing it. Player to look out for.
Luke Fowler over to Dow, high post Jackson, going to work again. Jackson now down on the block, kicks it out to Fowler. Over to Blackwood. Adkins in the corner. Adkins down low to Jackson. Jackson draws a foul.
Yeah, Martinsburg's going to get it under the basket. Luke Fowler trying to call some things out.
Fowler inbounding to Adkins. Adkins over to Blackwood. Fowler now reverses to Blackwood. Blackwood attacks the basket. Adkins 3. They need this one. It's an air ball. But a foul called on Aiden Jackson as well. And that will bring it to 1-1.
And that's the problem. They could tie the ball game.
51-49. Connor Long will go to the charity stripe. So far in the game, 2 for 3 is Long. And he will shoot 1-1. 51-49, Martinsburg leading. Long. Good on the free throw.
This is where you said free throws hadn't really been much of a factor, Nick. Now becoming a huge factor.
51-50. 1:58 to go in the fourth quarter. Long to tie. And it's money.
And remember the final score of the last game, 54-53.
Very close to that score. 51 all here. Luke Fowler on the wing. Dow. Over to Adkins. Adkins for 3 in the lead. It's no good. Tipped by Long to Gordon. Klepner back to Wolf. Musselman in a tied ball game. 51 all. The Appleman student section kind of invading the Martinsburg Fieldhouse and bringing a lot of energy there on that far side. Over to Holmes.
Holmes cannot foul here.
To Wolf. Or I'm sorry, Klepner. Now back to Wolf. 1:15 to go. Be interesting to see how Musselman wants to play this. Holmes wide open. He didn't take the shot. Holmes drives in instead. Pull up on the floater. That's good. I don't know how you leave one of the best players in the Eastern Panhandle wide open, but Holmes made it pay. Timeout, Dave Rogers and the Martinsburg Bulldogs. 53-51, 56 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. I mean, how's that happen, Spencer?
I don't know. I mean, now Dogs have been playing well. Now it's the closeout game. If they lose this one, the story will be couldn't close it out.
That is definitely a big part of it so far. I mean, we've seen consistently.
I mean, they made the comeback. They were down 18-10 at the end of the first quarter. Made the comeback only down 26-25 at half. Had a big third quarter, 18-point third quarter to go up 43-34. And they've only scored 8 points in this quarter, and they've given up 19. 19, is that right, Nick? Yeah. 19 points. You can't give up the closeout, and it's the fouls. Fouls really factor into this ballgame.
Yeah, but when we look back at it, Jordan Holmes leading the way for Musselman with now 26 points on the evening, 26 of the 53. Had that huge first quarter where he scored 12. In this fourth quarter, he now has 9 in the fourth. So, Holmes leading the way for the Applemen. Musselman back on top of Martinsburg at 53-51. Still 56 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. These two teams probably played the best game we've had on TV10 this year already once, and making an argument for the second best and maybe even a better game depending on how this one finishes.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we've said that quite a few times now in these Eastern Panhandle games. The competition here in the EPAC,
pretty even.
Like very even.
Dow over to Fowler. Fowler, top of the key, Blackwood. 45 seconds. Blackwood nearly turns it over, but Dow with the sure hands. Over to Blackwood now. He attacks the basket, and a foul called. Going against Gordon. Or, I'm sorry, Kleppner. Gordon went to the ground, grabbing his face.
15 foul there.
See if they are going to be forced to take Gordon out of the game.
I think his nose.
Yeah, it looks like he is bleeding, so he'll check out. Give kind of both teams a free timeout in this situation. Coach Rogers will take advantage of that, talk to his guys. Gordon will be forced down with the bloody nose or lip. Branson will check in.
I mean, to Branson to come in, he's a great player too.
Yeah, Branson does a lot of good things on the defensive end. 2 points so far in the ball game. Gordon offensively with 10. 53-51, 42 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Barclay will inbound. Musselman leading Martinsburg inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Barclay quickly into Fowler. Over to Blackwood. Blackwood off the Jackson screen. Back to Jackson for the tie, and that's good. Aiden Jackson knocking down mid-range shots, expanding his game in this fourth quarter. Now 8 points in the quarter and a tied game at 53.
Now after the Dogs, you got to play great defense, but you can't foul.
Final 15 seconds. Holmes dribbling and attacking. Holmes over to Kleppner. Back to Wolf, 7 seconds. Wolf drives into the left hand. Over to Kleppner, step back for the lead, no good. And we are headed to overtime at the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. 53-53. Let's take a 1 minute break. We'll be back with more West Virginia High School boys basketball action on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com. Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School as we begin overtime between The Dogs and the Applemen,
You have enough room
53
in your
all.
scorebook, Nick?
I got a whole overtime section over
There you go.
I'm good. Overtime period number 1. How about Aiden Jackson at fourth quarter for him, including the shot to tie the ball game. 8 points in the quarter, 10 now for the game. Jess Sutherland has been in some foul trouble. So Jackson will start the overtime period. Connor Lawn and him standing in the tip-off circle.
Storyline here could be those 8 fouls by the Dogs.
As on the tip is going to be won by Musselman technically, as Lawn won the tip. And the scoreboard's not really sure who had possession there. They're going to say it will be Martinsburg.
Clock's not
now
rolling.
it will be Martinsburg ball.
Clock's not rolling, Nick.
Yeah, I was looking at the scoreboard operator to see who technically had the possession on the tip. Now it starts to roll. Gordon to Holmes, top of the key, 3. No good. Jackson tips it, grabs the rebound now. Headed down quickly ahead to Jaron Adkins. Adkins with the reverse layup and the finish.
Great job by Adkins. He's really coming to life this second half of the season.
10 points for him on the night. Trenton Wolf with the basketball. Wolf over to Klettner. 3:25 to go in overtime. 55-53. Martinsburg leading. Holmes has it taken away by Avion Blackwood. Blackwood quickly in transition, fouled by Gordon. The 6th foul as the fouls carry over from the 4th into overtime. So not shooting, but Martinsburg possession out of bounds. Jaron Adkins will inbound it right in front of the Bulldog bench.
If you're Martinsburg, if you're Coach Rogers, you love how Dogs have come out here to start this overtime period.
3:15 to go in the 4th. Dow catches on the perimeter.
Overtime, Nick.
Overtime. The extended 4th, if you will.
Yeah.
Dow.
3 basketball.
Off the Jackson screen. Dow finds Blackwood. Bulldogs holding for a good shot. Adkins drives in, dumps it down to Jackson. Aiden Jackson finishing the foul again.
Wow, Aiden Jackson is coming alive in fourth quarter and now in overtime.
What a game for the big man. And that time, too, is Jaron Adkins finding Aiden Jackson down low. 2 guys that come off the bench coming up big for the Bulldogs in crunch time. Misses the free throw. Klettner
got an injury.
Yeah, I think he might have got stepped on unintentionally.
By his own teammate, looks like.
And Klettner going down hard onto the court. Bulldogs leading by 4, 57-53 in this fourth quarter with 2:48 remaining. Let's go ahead and just take a 30 because I think Klettner might take a little bit of time. It's West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
It's the final push toward the postseason in EPAC boys and girls basketball.
Another three-pointer, top of the key, around the rim. It's good. Curran Edsel.
Now over to Zimmerman, off the fork screen, pick and roll. Swing it to Brown. His three-pointer is good. Nothing but net for Brown.
Bolduc has it now. He'll shoot a jumper, and that's good. A 2-point ball game here in the Cardinal Coliseum.
Join us throughout February for all the exciting action right here on your EPAC sports leader, Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School. Bulldogs 57, Musselman 53. Klettner able to limp off a little bit of help.
And again, that's, he hasn't scored a lot tonight. I think 4 points here for him tonight, but he's a starter.
Yeah, an important player on this team.
Especially important here as we get close to sectional action.
Holmes down low to Gordon. Gordon pump fakes, gets fouled by Luke Fowler going up. So he'll shoot 2.
Another foul here for the Dogs. That puts them at 9.
So Gordon to the free throw line. Gordon so far on the ball game with 10 points. 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Gordon misses that one. 57-53. Martinsburg leading, 2:40 to go in this fourth quarter. Gordon's second free throw is short as well. Rebounded by Jackson underneath. Jackson ahead to Blackwood. 2:35 to go in overtime. Blackwood dribbling top of the key over to Luke Fowler. High pass to Atkins. He secures it. Atkins high post, Aiden Jackson. Turn around, find Avion Blackwood on the right wing. Branson guarding closely. Over to Dow. Dow loses control of it, gets it back, finds Fowler. Fowler up top to Atkins. Out of Blackwood.
Some clock here.
2 minutes to go. Bulldogs up by 4. Blackwood breaks down the defense, finds Jackson underneath. He traveled. Yep. He did travel. He dragged that foot right when he caught it. Might have got a little bit excited because he knew, hey, this is my spot right underneath the basket. Pump fake finish. That's what I do all night, but couldn't quite do it there. Holmes attacks. Fade away is short. Rebounded by Branson. Branson puts it back up and in through the contact. Branson off the bench with a big bucket there. Aiden Jackson, I believe, will get the foul call. 57-55. Branson with the finish underneath. He now has 4 points in the game and will go to the line. 2-point ball game. Martinsburg on top. Branson's free throws up and good. So 57-56, 1:47 to go in overtime.
Nick, I think we got a classic here.
I would agree. First game between these two teams is a 1-point win for Musselman. Second game, a 1-point lead right now for Martinsburg. A minute 34 to go in overtime period number 1. Atkins draws a foul, and that will be shooting.
Yep, he's going to the free throw line for 1-and-1.
Jaron Atkins tonight coming up big off the bench with now 10 points in the ball game, 2 points in this overtime. Atkins to the free throw line, spins the ball, takes the free throw, and that's good. Give him 11 now on the evening. Also had a big assist down low to Aiden Jackson in this overtime period. Atkins lines up the second free throw, and that's just in and out, no good. But Fowler tipped it out to Jackson, who gets the rebound. Another foul, and now Aiden Jackson to the free throw line.
Yeah, this could be a foul. Talked about it being a foul ball game here. 19 fouls now for Musselman. Martinsburg with 10.
Yep, so this will be 1-and-1. First one is up and no good, but Jaron Atkins grabs the rebound. He'll find Jackson. Free throw line jumper is no good. Rebounded by Musselman. Maybe there, Martinsburg should have maybe pulled that out and reset the offense. Wolf drives baseline. Kicks it out to Long, and Long gets fouled underneath. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
I would definitely agree with that, Nick. You're up by 2. Minute 20 left. Just pull it out, start passing it around. Running a little bit of clock here.
58-56. Connor Long to the free throw line. Long's first free throw is up and good. Long on the evening has been good from the line. Now 6 for 7. This free throw is up and good to make it 7 for 8. 58 all, 1:12 to go. Timeout called by head coach Derek Basil of the Musselman Appleman. 58 all, 1:12 to go in the overtime period. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Street High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
We welcome you back to Martinsburg High School in a competitive ball game. in overtime period number 1. 1:12 to go. It'll be Martinsburg possession, 58-58 between the two teams. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis, John Allerton, Harry Brown on camera, and Avery Newport, our on-site producer. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. So Bulldog possession out of the timeout. The timeouts are brought to you by the Murius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. Evian Blackwood inbounding for the Dogs. He gets into the Adkins, who finds Blackwood to set up the offense. Both crowds coming to their feet here at Martinsburg High School. Blackwood off the Jackson screen. Over to Dow on the right wing. Dow pulls up. Elbow J is good. Dow with the clutch jumper gives Martinsburg the lead at 60-58. 45 seconds to go. Branson reverses the Gordon. Down low to Long. 42 seconds. Holmes attacks the basket against Adkins. Layup is no good. Rebounded by Aiden Jackson. And the timeout taken by Martinsburg. Jaron Adkins is throwing up the X. And how about that, man? He's been great on Jordan Holmes, who's an all-state player, and he didn't even make the team last year. That's incredible.
I mean, we can't say enough about this kid. When we had Coach Rogers on the show the other day, I asked him because we knew earlier in the season that he didn't make the team last year. He said that when he started to play well, and now he's really starting to put all phases of the game together. Before, early, it was just coming off the bench and hitting some threes. Now it's rebounding. It's the intangibles in the game. It's also the threes. It's just putting it all together right now at the right time.
And playing good defense on that possession. So 60-58 Martinsburg. 32 seconds to go in overtime number 1. The Bulldogs have possession when we come out of this timeout. And what has been an excellent ball game between Martinsburg and Musselman. Both teams giving it their all, as expected in this rivalry.
Definitely came in expecting a game like this tonight. Maybe not overtime, but I did expect another close one between these two EPAC schools.
Martinsburg will be back in action on Friday against Hedgesville. Able to get this win. While it is a cross-section matchup, it would help in the voting from the coaches.
Yeah, this game, I think, was it today or tomorrow? I think the ballots were sent out to coaches. Are going to be. So this game could have a huge impact.
Adkins inbounds to Dow. Dow ahead to Blackwood. Foul called on Holmes. Blackwood will shoot 2. As we are in the double bonus, but 26 seconds. No shot clock. Obviously, you have to foul if you can't get a steal. Connor Lawn will check in. Avion Blackwood to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. Blackwood so far perfect from the line on the evening, and that continues.
Connor Long coming back in the ball game.
15 for Avion Blackwood on the night. Second free throw is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Musselman. A foul going against Luke Fowler. So back to the free throw line now on the other end.
It's his 4th foul, and 2 points could make it a 1-point game, Nick.
61-58, Martinsburg on top. 27 seconds to go. Gordon to the free throw line, Jason Gordon. First free throw is too strong. Gordon has struggled from the line tonight. Now 0 for 4, excuse me. Gordon Schaefer checks in for Connor Long.
That was a quick rotation.
One end, you want the rebound with Long, and then you probably would rather have Schaefer in the game for his defense. Second free throw is no good. Both of them missed. There by Gordon. Foul called. And Martinsburg now head to the line.
Yeah, it's on Holmes. Only his 3rd.
And now Connor Long checks back in. Well, we mentioned free throw shooting as potentially playing a big factor. Connor Long has been good. Gordon has struggled. Branson knocked down one free throw. Martinsburg heading to the free throw line now. Dow, who is 2 for 2. Knocks down that one. 62-58, Martinsburg, 23 seconds to go in overtime period number 1.
Still a 4-point game even if he doesn't make this.
Gordon checks in for Schaefer. Blackwood, the only man standing on the free throw for Martinsburg, besides, of course, Dow at the free throw line. Dow's free throw is good as well.
Got to get a quick shot here.
4-point game, 22 seconds. Branson drives baseline, throws up a wild shot off the top of the backboard.
Can't have that. You got to put it off the board, off the glass.
Not certain what Branson was looking to do there, as he was stopped in the lane and just kind of threw it up behind his head. So not at all what the Appleman wanted, and forced a foul now, down by 4. 63-58. Martinsburg leading Musselman.
As the goodbye chants ring out from the student section here at Martinsburg, and the Musselman fans start rolling out.
Well, these free throws are crucial, and with 15 seconds, I wouldn't be leaving yet, Spencer. We've seen crazier things. Down to the line and misses the first free throw. Dow to make it a crucial free throw here. 63-58. That one is no good as well. 13 seconds. Holmes, three-pointer, just off the mark, no good. Ball fought for, and a jump ball called. That will be Martinsburg possession with 5 seconds. Now it looks like the Bulldogs will be able to hold on to get this win. Adkins fighting for that possession with Connor Long. He'll inbound it to Kamarian Dow. 3, 2, 1. And the season series between Martinsburg and Musselman ends up being split between these two teams. The Bulldogs get the important win to improve to 8-10, 63-58.
Could see this
over Musselman.
Could see this matchup down the line here.
Yep, we definitely could. And the Applemen will fall to 11-7. So we will take a 1-minute break, and when we return, we will have the post-game show. This West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Carpet World is more than just carpet. Carpet World specializes in a complete selection of hardwood floors by respected names like Armstrong, Bruce, Shaw, and Mohawk, and tile by Dowell Tile, American Oleum, and Mannington for all rooms in your home. And Carpet World can update your bathroom shower with very attractive ceramic tile walls and floor. Financing with up to 12 months deferred interest is available, along with experienced quality installation at Carpet World, 2330 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. CarpetWorldofMartinsburg.com.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
It's now time for the postgame show. Our broadcast team will break down the final stats, look at final scores from around the state, and look ahead to upcoming broadcasts. Today's game is brought to you by
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com. Ollie's VIP. Milestone Realty. The Palace Lounge. The Mountaineer Grill and Pub. Cody's Auto Body. Modern Renovations. D&N Auto. Home Helpers of the Panhandle. Johnny's Express.
And now, let's send it back to our Talk Radio WRNR TV10 broadcast team for the postgame show.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School here on the Palace Lounge post-game show. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis, as we will break down this matchup. A win for the Martinsburg Bulldogs in overtime over the Musselman Applemen.
Now they're 3-1 in their last four, Nick.
Yep, 63-58. Spencer, any kind of final thoughts on this one as Martinsburg able to get the win and another classic between these two teams? And really what we expected in this rivalry.
Yeah, definitely. And, I mean, we go back to that first quarter. Musselman takes the 18-10 lead heading into the second quarter. Then Martinsburg storms back down 1 at half, 26-25. And then that third quarter, Martinsburg just explodes for 18 points while only giving up 8 points. And then that fourth quarter, again, a game of runs here. It looks like every other quarter was won by either team. And that fourth quarter, Musselman stormed back and took overtime in this one. Last game almost took overtime.
Yep, a great ball game between these two teams. Let's take a look at the leaders and your game stats. Cal Kleppner with 4, Branson with 5, 10 for Gordon, 13 for Long, 26 for Jordan Holmes to lead all scorers. But Martinsburg with Dow getting 8, 12 out of 8 in Jackson. A huge fourth quarter and overtime for Jackson as well. 9 points with Luke Fowler, shooting the ball well tonight. 15 for Avion Blackwood, 11 for Jaron Adkins, and 4 for Jess Sutherland. Those are your game stats brought to you by Bechtel Jewelers, West Virginia's largest Pandora retailer located on Route 11 South in Inwood, taking care of you like nobody's business. So, Spencer, you ready for the awards portion?
Yes, I am ready.
Let's get into it. Let's start the Cody's Body Shop rejection of the game. There were a lot of rejections in this game that were very good. What do you got for us?
I've got 3 written down here, so I'm still trying to pick which one I want. But I think one happened right after the other, so one up to the other. So I'm going to give it to Holmes' block on Blackwood. 4:55 left to go in that second quarter, right here on the left side in front of the Musselman bench.
Yeah, that was a great one. I think another one you could probably throw in there that might be better is that Avion Blackwood block late in the ball game on Connor Wall.
That was 4:05 left in the third quarter. That was...
Yeah, if it was later. It felt late because we had overtime.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as late as I guess I thought it was. But, yeah, Holmes had the best block, I think, on the day. So I'll agree with you on that one. The rejection of the game brought to you by Cody's Body Shop at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. All right, Spencer, how about the Parsons Ford moment of the game? A lot of great moments in an overtime victory. What do you got?
And I mentioned, this game of runs here, if the game kind of went fully Martinsburg way in the second half, it would have been that third quarter. If Musselman pulled it out in regulation, it would have been that fourth quarter for Musselman late there. But we got to overtime. Could have gone the shot to make it to overtime there to tie it at 53. But I'm going Adkins to Jackson in overtime with the assist from Adkins to Jackson for the 2-pointer.
Yeah, I think those two guys kind of sum up this game in terms of guys really stepping up in a big moment coming off of the bench. Both of them in double figures and played really well. So your Parsons Ford moment of the game is brought to you by, guess who, Spencer? Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at ParsonsFordofMartinsburg.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. And then finally, Spencer, the WVU Medicine player of the game.
You're not going to like me for this because I just couldn't choose one. And you got options if you're going to WVU Medicine. You got the Jefferson Medical Center. You got the Berkeley Medical Center. So, again, we're going with the duo. We just mentioned the duo here in the moment of the game. Jackson with 12 points, coming alive late in the ball game. Atkins coming off the bench with 11, and he countless rebounds for him in this ball game. Don't have the totals on that, but those two were really the catalyst in the second half and overtime for this ball club.
Yeah, it is tough. You know what? So I like the pick. I like it because you had Atkins, too, with a big stop on Jordan Holmes. That was clutch. Without Aiden Jackson, you don't get to overtime. You had the tying shot. So very tough decision there. So I'll agree with you for once on your co-player of the games. So the players of the game are brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. So finally, that will do it for this one. An overtime win for the Martinsburg Bulldogs get the Dogs to 8-10 on the season. Musselman falling in this contest now to 11-7. 63-58 was your final. Again, no games for us tomorrow evening, but we will be back on the air on Friday as Martinsburg travels to Hedgesville for an important sectional matchup. That does it for us here. Stay tuned. Colin McLaughlin is back in the studio at the N1 Scoreboard Show. For Harry Brown, John Allerton, Avery Newport, Spencer Dupuis, I'm Nick Verzolini saying so long and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Hi, I'm Annette McDonald, and I am the designer at Orsini's in Martinsburg, West Virginia. We welcome you into our store to show you a complete line of what we do here. We design your cabinetry, quartz countertops, granite countertops, hardware, anything for the full remodel of your kitchen and your home needs. We also do bathrooms, and we have flooring available too. We make sure that your project with Orsini's is the best in the market. Welcome to Orsini's.
Orsini's.com.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team, with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center, 400 West Stevens Street, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley Morgan County Health Department.
Welcome into the And One Postgame Scoreboard Show. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 as this And One Postgame Scoreboard Show brought to you by Home Helpers Home Care of Martinsburg, serving the tri-state area, giving care the way you want to be cared for. Learn more by calling 304-433-8000. That's Home Care or Home Helpers Home Care of Martinsburg. Final score: Martinsburg 63, Musselman 58. The Bulldogs boys basketball team gets the win at home in overtime to split the season series with the crosstown rival Musselman Appleman. Some other EPAC scores for you. 2 high school girls basketball games were in action today. It was Washington picking up the 59-21 win over Berkeley Springs, and Mountain Ridge getting a 67-62 win against Spring Mills. Let's now look at your playoff schedule next week for those high school girls basketball teams. For Region 2 Class 4A, starting in Section 1 on February 22nd, it will be number 3 Martinsburg at number 2 Hedgesville. The winner of that game will go to number 1 Spring Mills on February 24th for the sectional championship. And in Section 2, it's number 3 Washington at number 2 Musselman on February 22nd. The winner of that on February 24th will be at number 1 Jefferson, and then the winner of those 2 games will host the regionals and face the losers of the opposite section. So there you go for the playoffs. Let's now look at some NCAA men's basketball scores for top 25 action. With 22 seconds to go in regulation, it's number 25 Alabama on top of Mississippi State, 78-73. Number 24 UConn currently leads Seton Hall with 7 minutes 13 seconds to go in the first half, 18-13, a low-scoring game there. 17:42 to go in the first half. Vanderbilt starting off strong on the road against number 2 Auburn. They now lead 11-0 over the Auburn Tigers. Number 7 Baylor against number 11 Texas Tech with 16:02 in the first half. Baylor leads Tech 10-6. An upset yet again by the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. They are on fire as of lately in the Big Ten. They now knock off number 12 Illinois 70-59. Let's look at this Rutgers team, because each time we've had a game, it seems like they've been pulling off upsets. 4 straight wins. 4 straight wins for Rutgers, coming against top 20 opponents. Might be a team to watch out for in March. Not saying it yet, but they look good. A big test for them against Purdue, who will play Northwestern tonight at 9. And then number 1 Gonzaga plays Pepperdine at 11. Some NBA scores now before we sign things off and get to the Washington Wizards game. 38.8 seconds to go. The Hawks lead the Magic 130-109. 138 to go in the third. The Boston Celtics are trying to keep the win streak alive, which is currently at 9, trying to make it 10. They only lead the Detroit Pistons, who's the worst team in the East, 79-78. The Nets are against the Knicks. The Knicks are winning 71-62 in the third. At the half, it's the Bulls leading the Kings 65-59, and the Trailblazers lead the Grizzlies 68-57. Timberwolves lead the Raptors at the half 51-49. Also at the half, it's 73-58. Spurs lead the Thunder. The Suns are currently tipping off against the Rockets. 2 minutes in, it's 5-4. At 10 o'clock tonight, 2 games will be going on. The Nuggets and the Warriors, and then the Jazz and the Lakers. The last score that I'll give you, which you'll hear on Talk Radio WRNR as soon as I end, it's the Pacers against the Wizards. 1:55 to go in the third. It's 82-71, Indianapolis on top of Washington. This is Colin McLaughlin signing off for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 as the Martinsburg Bulldogs get the win over Musselman in overtime, 63-58. Until Friday, where it'll be Martinsburg again taking on the Hedgesville Eagles. Have a good night, everyone.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
the Berkeley County Health Department, Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, The Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, CMA Honda, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Smallwood and Small Insurance, and WVU Medicine, Berkeley Medical Center, and Jefferson Medical Center.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.